Some events leave a deep mark on history, but none on the land. This is the site of the Battle of Hastings. After almost 1,000 years, no traces of the bloody conflict can be seen. But here, the fate of England turned. It's where a king was killed, and his victor claimed the throne. October 14th, 1066. We know what happened here on this day, thanks to this. The Bayeux Tapestry. A carefully preserved, illustrated record of events. It shows the main players. Harold, the newly crowned Anglo-Saxon King of England, and his challenger, William, Duke of Normandy. William claimed the previous king had promised him the crown. So, he assembled an army and prepared to sail to England to fight King Harold for the throne. But a storm thwarted his plans. Meanwhile, Harold discovered that a Viking invasion had landed in the north. Another threat to his crown. So he raced to fight them. In France, William waited for the right conditions to sail across the Channel to England. The weather cleared. He seized his chance. "250 miles north, Harold had defeated the Vikings. Now, hearing of William's arrival, his army sped south. At 9 o'clock in the morning, on this hill, William's Norman army were ready to do battle with Harold's Anglo-Saxon men. The stage was set, and up for grabs, England itself. On October 14th, 1066, William of Normandy stood ready for battle at the base of a hill. The high ground belonged to King Harold of England and his Anglo-Saxon army. Here, on this hilltop, the fate of England would be decided. William's Norman army made the first charge, launching a direct assault on the shield wall. Though William's army fought fiercely against the shield wall, it would not yield. As one man fell, another took his place. Overlapping shields in tight formation made for a near impenetrable barrier. Realizing his army could not break the shield wall, William called for a retreat. William's feigned retreat was working. The Anglo-Saxon army broke their shield wall formation, leaving gaps for William to make a move. With Harold's men no longer in shield wall formation, William could pick them off as they charged. The Anglo-Saxons had deployed rows of spearmen to push back the invaders, but William had an answer: his sharp-eyed archers. More Norman men-at-arms reinforced William's army. Anglo-Saxon archers joined the fray, and the Normans' deadly cavalry ready to charge. But first, William's forces had to eliminate the enemy spearmen, whose sturdy polearms could easily bring down a horse. Additional Norman archers joined the battle. With the threat of spearmen cleared from the field, William's cavalry was free to charge at the Anglo-Saxon archers. The Anglo-Saxon army was in disarray. Their shield wall had been neutralized, and their numbers were dwindling. Now the only thing standing between William and victory was King Harold himself. The last of Harold's men encircled their king, prepared to lay down their lives to save his. More Norman cavalrymen took to the field. The Anglo-Saxon King Harold had fallen. In the confusion, some loyal soldiers fought to the death, while others scattered in panic. Leaderless and defeated, the last of the Anglo-Saxon army fled for their lives. The Normans celebrated victory over the English king, but William's quest to rule England was just beginning. Battle of Hastings, the death of one man changed the course of history. The Anglo-Saxon King Harold was killed here, on England's south coast. His army defeated by William of Normandy. Anglo-Saxon rule was over forever. At Westminster Abbey on Christmas Day 1066, William was crowned the first Norman King of England. Now he had to secure power across the country. He began by stamping his mark on the landscape, building cathedrals and castles at strategic locations. Nothing like them had been seen in England before. They reminded the Anglo-Saxon population exactly who was in charge. But not all were content with living under Norman rule. Anglo-Saxon revolts broke out across the country. King William acted quickly to crush these rebellions. But there was one region where dissent was spiraling out of control: the north of England. In 1069, a group of lords from Northumbria formed an alliance with Viking invaders. Together they approached Norman-held York, a large city with an important cathedral, still protected by ancient Roman walls. But the walls couldn't save York. The city and the castle fell to the rebels. William's new kingdom was under threat. He had to get the city back under Norman control. William had no choice but to order his men north. But as the Norman forces set off on their long march towards York, how much resistance from the rebels would they encounter? William the Conqueror marched north, with his army of Normans determined to take back the rebel-held city of York. But in his path stood rebel towns that harbored William's northern enemies. He would take the towns back by force.
Cavallo. Escolto. Bene. Chierte. Si.
Voyez votre jetzt pose à moi. Incontinent. Wanda, je commande. Wer Sultan!
Ensala. Vado. Escolto. Parat, si. Si. Cavallo.
The Normans captured the town of Middlethorpe, establishing their presence in the north. With reinforcements to his armies soon arriving, William would need more resources to supply them.
What? Laburo.
Parat somes. Comprendo.
Exploro.
Me. Ma sono. Sì. Edifico.
Si. Edifico. Ok. Laburo. Ensala. Orchestre. Escolto. Si.
Fake.
Vado. Mandes. Chierte. Si.
L'heure est de besoigner.
Ubi vado. Laburo. Escolto. Quod. Alla materia. Che? Laburo.
Quod. Mais? À la matière.
Mais.
The Norman army was now well supplied by a town,
Exploro.
but it would take a sustained effort to keep the army at full
Para
strength.
cavallo. Cavallo.
Escolto. Si. Spero. Capians.
Attendez les commandements.
Ensala. Bene.
Another rebel town, Fulford,
L'heure
stood in
est de
defiance
demande.
to William's rule.
Compagnons.
E. Quod. Masono.
Attention! Cito!
Accesmet apertisets vostre correct.
Bene audite!
Soyez blessed, compagnons.
Si. Capio.
Quittez! In avant, servientes! Si, ascolto!
Pour votre service. Pour votre service.
In avant, servientes!
Sommes encertes.
Audite, quitte! Odio!
Attendez les commandements.
Carafon battant!
Je suis votre service. Votre service.
Tiens, des cavales!
Accesmet vos compagnons.
Carafon battant!
Guerres tous sont prêts. Chitres tous vont mourir.
With the Fulford rebels eliminated, William was one step closer to York.
Ubi vado.
Knowing he would face strong resistance in the city, William prepared to bolster his cavalry.
Masono.
Ubi vado?
Spero. Me.
Spero. Es con me? Si. Si. Me? Vado caver.
Quod. Laburo. Ascolto. Edifico. Paraz. Massone.
Bene o di bene.
Leur si cum vos voldres.
Wood.
Che? Laburo. Laburo. Massone. Edifico. What? Edifico. Sì.
Baratz.
Quad?
In effect.
Io ma sono la coda.
The Norman army came under attack from a new enemy, the Danes. William's army held back the Danes' attack, but they threatened to return unless William paid them in gold.
Deve essere ammassonata.
Bene fette.
Tutto di te. Sì, cavo.
E ce li mandano. Labur speranza. Vale ex capo. Qued labur? Mandemans, colones. Cose sarà massonata.
With their stables in place, the Normans could add more cavalry to their army. William's reinforcements from the south had arrived, adding vital numbers to his Norman army.
L'heure est de
Place. Parates, servientes.
Honor est d'obéir.
Audite, servientes.
Mandesqued. Vado laburar.
Labur Speranz. Agita in arco. Attention. Ite. Parade pour venir. Vado laburar. Audite. Bene audite.
Attendez les commandements. Certes. Je suis votre serveuse. Avant, compagnon.
The Normans discovered the source of the Danes' threat, an outpost on the water. William had a choice: bypass the encampment, destroy it, or pay the Danes the gold they demanded. In destroying the Dane outpost, William stripped the rebels of a crucial ally.
In avant! In avant! Udite, servite!
William's ultimate goal was within his grasp. All that remained was to enter York and destroy its keep.
Parade pour la bourre. Causez sur ramasse.
Près de la bourre. Io massono la cose.
Access
Arate in avant, l'arrière. Quemandes. Arquière parade.
Si, parade.
Attendez, les commandements, si comme vos voldrez.
Sagita in arco.
Attention! Si, parade.
Vale. Quemandes. Arco parade.
Quedmantes. Dictus moué. Ma besoin.
Sagita in arco.
Access vos, compagnon.
Tourna.
Cavalario, parade.
Arquière parade.
Où sunt vos commandements?
Quemandes.
Où d'ordinaire?
Arco parade. Lanquier parade. Sagita in arco. Edifico comme les Tourma. Edifico comme les
D'ordinaire.
Vado massona. Lanquier parade. Edifico comme
Page! Veci come
Arquière parade. Préparate.
Où est de votre plaisir?
Arco parade.
Quedmandes. Hop!
Estafette.
L'heure est de besogner.
Parade. Préparate, arquiers.
Si, parade.
Momentesi, arquière.
Où sunt vos commandements?
Préparate, arquière.
Sabientes, nos mandent.
Udite, servientes!
Momentesi, arquière. Préparate, arquière. Lanquier parade. Momentesi, parate, arquière.
Les mendimen in avant. Ite, servientes. Voici fait. Es fait. In avant, la Servientes! Idée, Servientes!
The Norman army poured into York and began sacking the town as they bore down on the keep.
Odite, in avanti!
The keep fell to the Norman army, and York was secured. The Northern Rebellion was over, and William the Conqueror was uncontested as King of England. William the Conqueror had recaptured York from the rebels. Now he wanted to teach them a lesson for defying him. He began a brutal campaign of destruction to crush any further resistance, known as the Harrying of the North. Villages and crops were destroyed. It is said 100,000 people were killed. With ruthless efficiency, William the Conqueror had secured obedience in his new kingdom. But it wasn't to last. It would be thrown into chaos by his own children. When William the Conqueror died in 1087, his favorite son succeeded him, King William II, known as William Rufus. But 13 years into his reign, disaster struck. While out hunting, he was killed. William's youngest brother took his place as King Henry I. But there was a problem. At the time, Henry's elder brother, Robert, Duke of Normandy, had been on crusade. When he returned, he was furious that Henry had grabbed the throne. From Normandy, Robert attempted to invade England to claim the crown from his brother. But he failed and returned home. In retaliation, Henry struck back. In a reversal of 1066, he crossed the Channel and invaded Normandy. intent on undermining his brother Robert's rule. His first target was Bayeux. This rich and splendid city was one of the jewels of Normandy. Henry was to begin his campaign by unleashing his forces on the city. Bayeux was about to feel the wrath of the English army. In the brotherly feud over Normandy, King Henry I set out to make an example of Bayeux, a town still loyal to his brother Duke Robert. Henry's archers took up position on high ground outside the city and faced an immediate attack by Robert's cavalry patrol. Having deployed their palings, Henry's archers were well protected against the cavalry charge. They defeated the first patrol. As Henry set his sights on burning Bayeux, more reinforcements arrived to join his army.
Abuga strävåren, följande häsen.
Dein Hestes, ich gar sua het.
Nu gelast.
Garwigan! Astira, Garwigan!
For where does read it uta?
Yerwa, Garwigan!
Jägerjas.
Garu Uba! Hurra!
For where does Yerwa? Ich will.
It's living here!
Leoda.
For quante freckles, mit Malvedes.
The English approached Bayeux and saw that its towering stone walls would not be breached by manpower alone. Henry would need siege equipment and a defensible location to construct it.
Here sits the shield
It's redundant.
Garu Umba! Abuga! Each wilder!
Swap a swap, Chef.
Obeisance, insurgents!
Strele Fuse! Strele Mora! Siste!
Flamboga arod, nu tulkes, setet ya.
Remet Garu, mit mig. Onda je tefan! Min sies!
An are to you. You tell us none for that.
An are, ich gar sweat.
Strelbora! Jerma! Abuga Strelbora!
Henry now called for the services of a blacksmith to bolster the siege effort.
Jerwa, Hacknauer!
What's their faith, eh? Reach timber thios, and you work it. That should have been your worker. Each a worker, yes, sir? Where's the holler? Each a fluke, that. Earth upper. Each a willa hua wood. Yes, sir. Off each a guy. Each a worker. What's their faith, eh?
What's their faith? Each you say, yes, sir.
With a blacksmith on hand, Henry's infantry would soon be ready to construct siege equipment.
On your work, huh?
Each will be itself in there.
Where are you? Yes, sir. West Tuhara.
Yes, sir. Where's the holler? What's their faith, eh? What's their faith, eh? And you work it.
Bayard May.
Yes, sir.
Henry's infantry could now construct battering rams, siege weapons designed to break open fortress walls.
Timbren Shale Straboren Yerwa.
Yes.
Yarway. It shall be timbre this.
Garwigan.
It shall be timbre yeah.
And you work it.
That timbren shall be Strabora. See them.
Ayored Yar.
And you were, Ferende nu. That Shule Bayeux Timbran.
Yes, eh? Questo hara.
Each aeon.
What surface?
With the power of battering rams, the English army could crack open Bayeux's mighty walls.
Abuga Strabora.
Aliste Valas. Letter, yes, this Kuma. Be what, Bob?
You come a fault we got.
Aliste this Kuma.
Bayard May.
Strele Fuse. It shall be timbre this.
Fight Vieruciaras. Vieruciaras, Wendende.
Strelboren Yer Haragongat on way.
You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. West Luhala, each a worker.
Each aeon ye dom.
Be what? Here we are.
Vin Hester. Ayored Yar. Icarida. Ichiera. Icheum Gande. Yes, sir. Shayatende! No! Redenda.
Wait, said Jevesta, Ragnawa. Vieruciaru Yaru. Underfonda, Hildeshof, Beyonda! Vieruciaru, Dante Banda!
Bayard May.
Look at your beauty ready, Freck.
Fight Vieruciaras. Vieruciaru working day. Sundays behind us. Wasted Jedward! Begin it, Vieruciaras!
It is Sita for Actus.
Vieruciaras Yaru! Hesta Agdawa!
Bayeux's walls had failed, and Henry's men could now storm the city. Robert's garrison made a last stand to defend Bayeux, but Henry would show no mercy in cutting them down and burning their city.
Vieruciaras Yaru! Vieruciaras Saka!
Yeah, well.
Oscar!
Garu Upa! Mid-May! Yahweh! Spere Asterende! Knites! Into the sun!
Knites! Orquande freques! Mit Baldenes!
Wasted Jerwin!
Eoret, ja, Igrida! Je riet het op.
Aba Jefayalen!
Apel Knites, Jan! Ik zal leiden jou!
Bayeux, Serraziano.
Merosaro und der Hinterschuh!
It's given to hear us!
Rahenda Abdawa!
Knites standen neer!
By Piero Serra!
Admino Wonder!
Wasted Jerwin! Eala, Piero Serra, Sparende!
Unter Tortu! Get to be ready for Hastings. And then take a servant! Knites standen, it's given to him!
By Piero Serra! Flatboga, Aron! Piero Serra, Siar Juan Strelboren, Jerwa!
Orquande freques! Mit Baldenes!
Wasted Jerwin! Piero Stereo Kepas! Piero Serra, Siar Nessa, Usgami!
Strelboren, Jerwa! Strelboren, Oscar! Potlice!
Sterren was de roep.
Je dient in ons van de stad, Oekraïne Noor, Kulkas! Atuga, Strelbora! En het was de voeten, alle zitten! Je dient in Oepa! Knippers, in je strijkers! Yeah! Ik zal leiden jou!
As Bayeux burned and the people fled in terror, King Henry basked in the victory over his brother Duke Robert. But Henry would not stop until all of Normandy was back under the English crown.